Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called The Cosmic Adventures of Supernova, a Hunt a Killer episode. Cosmic Adventures of Supernova is one of the many different scenarios, episodes, chapters in the Hunt a Killer saga, line, game brand, all that kind of thing. I don't know much about this other than I've seen them in the stores, and they're normally these little, like regular sized boxes, but I got this one in the mail and it's huge. Look at this thing. It's gargantuan. This box is huge, and you'll see why in a little bit. All I know about the company is the founders' names are Ryan Hogan and Derek Smith. I don't know if they designed this. I'm not sure on all that, how all that works, but it's their company, their baby, their projects. And all what these are kind of like escape room boxes, mystery boxes, where you're going to get this box of stuff and you're going to try to figure out what the stuff means, what path it's leading you down to try to solve the mystery. That's it. This one happens to be about this superhero named Supernova. It's apparently the author of the comic book sister, and he's basically trying to locate where she is. That's all I know. I haven't completed this. I've only played through, a few hours trying to crack some codes, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But let's just go down to the table and see what's in this box so you can kind of get a feel of what you would be getting if you get one of these.
Supernova, yes, supernova. Supernova goes pop.
All right, so this playthrough is going to be a little different because this is a game that can be spoiled. This is something you're trying to figure out by clues. But what I wanted to show you is the fantastic components in this game. I'm not going to tell you, I'll talk about how the game plays after all this, but I just want to show you what comes in this box because it is fantastic. So the box is huge, you saw that already. But look at this, it comes with an action figure that looks like an old Kenner action figure. It's even called Keener, which I think is pretty funny. I have a friend named Keener, which is funny. But it's in this case. Got clues all over it. Again, I'm not going to go into too much of that. I haven't opened it. I'm not done with this yet. I'm only I just started the figuring it all out. But this is awesome. It comes with a secret decoder ring. Makes me think of Little Orphan Annie. And one clue that I will spoil. It comes with this card. Tells you how to set the decoder ring to make it work, and the A will go on the thing that looks like a 6, and that is right here, and this will be how you will decode some of the language that you will find throughout the game. Let you figure that out when you get the box. There's also this cool pin that has some art on the back, probably a clue, but a nice cool button. There's a letter from cancer clinic, which I have opened. It's got some stuff on the back of that you need to translate. I have opened that. There's this cool letter here from a neighbor saying that they locked their front door with some more code. There's a drawing here, a letter that the author of the comic book, in this case, wrote to themselves. There's some code here. There's some code here. You can figure that out. There's something in this tube. I haven't gotten in. Well, I have been in the tube, but I'm not going to show you what's in the tube. But there's cool stuff in this tube. There's a cool metal lunchbox. This is the key in the first half of the game. You're trying to figure out the combination. I haven't done that yet. But I'm assuming whatever's in this lunchbox is important because it's locked. So I'm trying to figure that code out. Then there's all these papers. There's this advertisement and interview thing where it's going to give you some clues on some things you need to do. There's this cool old-timey advertisement that you see in an old paper or magazine. Definitely going to have some clues there. I've done some of this stuff, but I did it on a separate piece of paper. There's a comic book, which is excellent. Cool art, a cool story. You don't really care too much about the story. You're just trying to figure out some of the clues. There's some more stuff to translate. You got to figure out how to do that, though. Whole bunch of cool stuff in here. Cool art. There's this awesome poster. Again, nothing's gonna spoil too much because you don't know what you're doing. But there's in here. Ooh, look, that looks like it could be some decoder ring stuff. Really nice art here. And then there's kind of like a story from the author. His name's Gunny, talking about the official Supernova fan club. Some story here, how he came about, and all that kind of thing. Psychic link between him and his sister. Basically, you're trying to figure out. Supernova is basically based on the author's sister, and you're trying to figure out what happened to the sister. You don't get much more than that. So you're going through all these documents, all these pieces, trying to put them together to eventually figure out how to get the code to unlock the lunchbox. And then after that, I think whatever's in here will guide you more along the way. So yeah, that's what's in the box. That's kind of what you're doing in the game. Let's go up to the top, see what we think about it.
Supernova, you think it's over, but the supernova don't stop.
All right, well, that was what comes in the Cosmic Adventures of Supernova from Hunt a Killer. Now, I don't know if this, I think this might be a premium one. I have no idea here. I don't know much about it, but like I said earlier, the boxes are normally like regular game box size, and this one's huge with fantastic components, which you saw in the overview. So I'm not exactly sure the difference of what this one is compared to regular ones. So I'm only going to talk about what this one is. I'm not going to talk about previous ones, other ones, just this one. Now, what you saw in the overview are the components. These are fantastic. I love this. This is amazing. A metal lunchbox which fits the theme and all that, has a lock we're trying to crack. That's great. The action figure, which is like spoofing the Kenner model of toys. Love that. It's a great action figure. Once I'm done playing with it, I'm going to crack this open and, you know, set it up somewhere. All the production is top notch. What I've played so far, I'm close to cracking the lunchbox, but I'm not quite there yet. The clues are everywhere. They could be on anything. There's some on the back of this. There's some in this tube. There's a big one in here. Spoiler. They're just everywhere. Anything can have a clue on it. Anything can be a clue. So you're trying to piece everything you have together, manipulate it in different directions, different orientations to see what happens. And I don't know if they're all like this, but this one is great. I love it. I'm not going to rate this because I haven't finished it, so I don't know if the story is going to be great or if it's going to be one of those drink more Ovaltine things like in Christmas Story. But what I've played so far is a fun time. You can play it by yourself. You can play it with friends. I've been doing it by myself, just having fun, looking through the clues, trying to figure it out. And it's just a great time. And if this is an indication of what all the rest of them are like, sign me up, because this is fun. So that is the Cosmic Adventures of Supernova from the Hunt a Killer line. And I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.